Hello, it's me, Mario. Woohoo! And Luigi too. Elman, ho ho! Don't be scared of the ghosts. I'm terrified. And Wario, have a rotten day. Jacob. And well, Luigi, everybody cheat with me. Wah. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Eyeball Guy. And baby Luigi and baby Mario, let's go! Woohoo! Hi. So great to be here. Thank you so much, everybody. And I always like to say thank you so much to Nintendo. They have given me so many wonderful gifts for so many years. The gift of Mario, and then walking in the studio one day and there's Wario, and then one day there's Waluigi, and Luigi comes along in the process. And then, of course, thanks so much to GalaxyCon and our hosts, Mike and Sandra and everybody. They are spectacular. Really, they run such a great show. Yeah, you never feel more appreciated as an artist when with producers like that. They're really fantastic. And most of all, thank you to all of you. Your joy and love and passion for the game is what allows people like me to do them. And so thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much for playing my games, Really, thank you.
Is this your first time here in Richmond?
I do believe it is.
Yes.
I've been here before, but but my first time at this convention, you betcha.
Yeah, so let's give a big Richmond welcome.
Yippee! It's amazing. I have the most wonderful life, and sometimes it just amazes me what a great life I have. And it is because of your joy and love for the game. So really, thank you for that. And it's what I wish for everybody, is that you get the chance, or that you actually live the kind of life that I do, because I do what I love to do. I explore my passions, my joys, my fun. I surround myself with, or I'm so lucky to be surrounded by people that I love and who love me. So, if you are following your heart and living your destiny, it sounds like a video game, because it is. It's like life just becomes this joyful game, and it's what I wish for everybody. Live your dreams, follow your heart, explore your passions, and have fun, because that really is wonderful introduction. That's what it's all about, is fun. Because I can tell you one thing, life is short. I'm tall, but life, it happens so fast. I was always the youngest guy in any social situation, and now I'm the oldest guy in every social situation. And it's like, you blink and it's like zim. And the amazing thing about time is it goes faster and faster the older you get. When you're 2 years old, a year, like a summer vacation, well, I guess, 5 years old, a summer vacation is like forever. But then when you're 60, it's like you blink your eyes, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, what do you mean 2020? It's just amazing. So have fun, enjoy yourself, and then one thing that you can do to slow down time is having fun. Because when you're in the process of having fun, time freezes for that joy and that moment, for that love, for that whatever it is that you want in whatever you're living. So I wish you all so much joy and so much happiness and so much fun.
All right, you'll let us know when you get to 60, right? How that time is?
I'll let you know what that's like. And I have to say too, I can always say, consciously live your dreams and get rid of the paradigm of competition and there is scarcity and all that stuff, because really it's your world, it's your life, it's your reality, and so enjoy it and have a great time with it. I was so lucky. I say that, but I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do in life. I used to ask my mom, what should I do? What should I do? And my mom would say, as most moms would say, "Oh, honey, you're so talented, you could do anything." And I'm like, "Ma, that's not telling me what I should do." Because I didn't know but I was going to go into political, first into psychology, but then I went to UC Berkeley, where that was really not the strength of their department. So I was studying political science theory. I was having such a great time, and I loved this professor. Came back from my final year. I was going to write my thesis with him. I was going to do graduate work with him, and I couldn't get into his class. So I did what I do normally in life when I don't get my way. I quit. And it's amazing because I just left Souther Gates, and my friend said, well, why don't you come and take an acting class from me? I said, there's absolutely no way I would ever take an acting class. I could never stand in front of people and talk. I was the shyest person I had ever met. I mean, I could literally, in a room of 3 people, disappear. You wouldn't know I was there. And you know, so I said, you know, Les, there's no way I'm going to do that. He goes, well, why don't you come? Because we'll have lunch at the student cafeteria where they're becoming, you know, learning to become chefs, and then we can go to class, and you don't have to do anything you don't want if you don't want to in the class. And I said, lunch? And that's how I became an actor, because he got me to do that. And then I did my first monologue. Of course, everybody does these monologues. And I'm doing my first monologue, and it's like I was hiding because I thought I wouldn't have to do it, but just in case I was hiding. And then all of a sudden I heard, Charles, you're up. And I get up, and I swear I was like, you know, I was shaking, you know. That was my first Luigi introduction, you know. And I'm shaking, and I walk up, and I'm like, I stand there, and you know, the monologue, of course, is one of these, you know, my name is Joe. I died a terrible death in the fire in the warehouse when matches I fell asleep, you know, blah blah blah. And I get up there, and I'm thinking, really, I'm so scared. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying, but I recognize that my right foot is going like this. So I put my weight on it, and my left foot starts going like this. So I put my legs out evenly, and then they both start shaking like this, you know. And my subtext was, you're going to die. You're going to die. You're never going to live through this. And I don't know if I did the monologue or not, but I got to the end of it, and everyone was like, yay, like we all do. And, you know, and like, okay, critique time. Let's have a critique. How is it possible that of all of us, you're the only person who wasn't nervous? What? That was the beginning. It's like that. Nothing surprised me more. That's what you can do as an actor is fool people, and that's what I did. And the reason I actually became an actor is because I after doing these monologues and dialogues and scenes, I started having confidence and having fun, and I decided I'd audition for the school play, and I auditioned for Oberon, King of the Fairies. And I did the audition. I watched everybody else do theirs, as you do in college, and I was sure I got the part. I called Les up. Les, I'm sure I got the part. I did the best monologue. I was really by the best by so far. He goes, don't count your chickens before they hatch. I said, no, but I think I really got it. And I went back to the casting board the next morning, and I go up there, and I look at Oberon, King of the Fairies, not me. What? I must be one of the lovers. I must be the donkey. I must be somebody. I must be the guy who sweeps the stage. Nothing. And that is why I'm an actor. Utter failure. So I encourage failure to everybody. Once you get over it, it's like, wow, do you learn a lot, you know? So that's my wish for everyone, is to fail. No, that's not what I wish. I wish that you have fun, enjoy life, you know, because you can take it so seriously, but it's not really that serious, you know. And also, if I can just say one more thing, love. You know, it's the greatest thing, and have joy and compassion in your heart, because people are so wonderful. You read the newspaper, you listen to certain people in the politics talk, and you think, oh, gosh, this is just horrible. But people are really, underneath it all, very good. I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes. But if you have compassion, and I think that is what really makes America a great country, was our education and our sense of compassion and caring. There's nobody in the world more compassionate than Americans. And we just need to get ourselves back to that. So for that, vote. Register and vote. Get your power, because it belongs to you. And it is, thank you, it's the first responsibility in a democracy or a democratic republic. It's the first right, and it's the first responsibility. And if you don't take the responsibility, they take away the right. So get out there and do it.
Absolutely.
Really. When it doesn't matter who you vote for, it matters that you're heard. Thank you. Oh, and so there I am on the beach doing what actors do, waiting for my pager to go off. It's before we all had cell phones, you know, because they were like bricks like that, and they cost like hundreds of dollars, you know. And I'm sitting there, and my pager goes off, bzz, and I'm like, oh boy, I wonder who that is. Oh, it's my friend. I guess we're gonna have dinner together. He lives in San Francisco. I'm like, da-da-da. I go up to the phone and say, hey, buddy, how you doing? I say, hey, you should go crash this audition. There is no way I would ever crash an audition. I'm a professional actor. I could never bear the humiliation. Where should I go? And I can't believe I left the beach brushed the sand off, drove to the city, and parked my car. I get out of the car. I found a parking space, first miracle. I walk into the building, and as I'm walking in, the producer and the cameraman are walking out. I recognize the Sony camera bag, and I'm like, oh, hi. Can I read for this part? And, I mean, I don't know. I'm never audacious like that, but I did it. And the guy goes, oh. Oh. There was a bar 2 doors down. I'm just going to say this. All right. Come on inside. We'll set the camera up. Look, you're an Italian plumber from Brooklyn named Mario for a company called Nintendo. Never heard of Nintendo. Never heard of Mario. And I'm like, So you're going to be doing a real-time animation system where you'll have these contacts on your face, and you'll talk, and the cartoon character is going to talk, but there'll be a hidden camera, hidden microphone. The audience will see this guy, Mario, and you will act like him and be able to talk with people. At least we think that's what's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I need you to talk because I'm not going to pay you to drink coffee all day. So make up a voice, make up a video game, start talking. Whatever you come up with, that's your audition whenever you stop. And I'm like, self? What does an Italian from Brooklyn sound like? You know, hey, get out of my face, I'm working here. And I thought, well, that's not going to be fun for 8 hours a day. I'd rather drink coffee. And I thought, but I had done Gremio in Taming of the Shrew in a professional play, and it was such a fun job. You know, a nice Italian guy, talk like this, Signor mio Petruccio. I thought, I'll do that voice, but I'll make him young, and I'll make him have fun, and I'll just invent a video. I knew nothing about video game except pong, pong, and or waka, 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 waka. And the one, what was that one, the asteroids where it goes, tuk, tuk, and you're spinning around, or then you try to say it. That's what I knew. I'm like, I can't do that I can't, but I know. I'll make up something about food. It's a theme in my life. So I'm sitting there thinking, and all of a sudden I hear action. I hear, hello, I'm Mario. Let's make a pizza pie together. You go get the sausage. I get some spaghetti. We put spaghetti and sausage in the pizza, and then I chase you the pizza. And if I catch you with the pizza, you got to eat the pizza. And yeah, that's not what happened. But he didn't say anything, so I went, and then you're going to make a pizza, and you chase me with the pizza, you catch me with the pizza, I'm going to eat the pizza. Then we're going to make a lasagna. And I just kept going through every pasta that I could possibly imagine. And then I started inventing pasta because he didn't say stop. And I'm this way. If you challenge me, I'll do it. I won't stop. And I kept talking, up and down the up, and then we're going to make it. And I'm just going on, and all of a sudden I heard, stop talking. Cut. There's no more tape. Thank you. We'll be in touch. And I thought that was, that's there's the door. And I left, went back to the beach, watched the sunset, had dinner with my friend, and he gets on the phone. He calls Nintendo and he goes, I found our Mario. I got him. And that was 28 years ago, maybe 29 years ago, 1991. Yeah. And I thank you so much. I just walked through my life absolutely blissfully ignorant of everything, but with one thing in mind. I love making people smile and have a good time and be happy. That's what I love. It started with my mom. I could make her laugh, and that made me happy. So it's what I've always wanted to do, not having any plan whatsoever, and picking one of what consensus says is the most difficult career, and all of a sudden here I am having the time of my life, thankful every single day of my life, and it's just what I wish for everybody. Have that joy, have that something to be always grateful for. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have a familiar face over here.
Yay! Whoopee! Nice hat.
Hello.
Hi.
All right.
Yes.
It looks like I got more than one question to ask today,
Sure.
Charles.
Sure. What do you got?
Well, the first one is that the word on the street is that Illumination Entertainment is making a Mario movie.
Uh-huh.
Have you shown interest in starring in the
Well,
movie as Mario and Luigi?
I never know anything about it till the phone rings. But then if the phone rings, I also can never talk about it because we sign these non-disclosure agreements. But if invited, I would absolutely love it. Well, we'll see as it comes along. I would love it, of course. It would be the pinnacle of my career to play those wonderful characters in a movie. It would be really great. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you.
And my next question is that what is your favorite 3D Mario game?
My favorite 3D Mario game, you know, Mario 64 for me was like, changed my life completely. Thank you. You know, I get this call and it's like, Mr. Miyamoto would like you to play Mario in a game. This is 5 years after I'd been doing Mario in real time, and I think I said, what did I say? I said, oh yeah, woohoo! And that was the beginning, and that was such a great session and things. But I love Odyssey. I love the Galaxy series, are just amazing to me. You know, the creative teams at Nintendo always amaze me with their complete surprise and joy. And that 3D world, I mean, how about that? It's just amazing. Just amazing. Thank you for those questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
And thanks for the autograph earlier.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh, yes, I'll be back at my table later on, too, so anybody can come by. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Have you seen the game Bug Fables? The Everlasting Sapling? What do you think of it?
I have not seen it. I'm sorry. No.
Okay.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Like a Paper Mario.
Oh.
Game, so
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look
you should
for
look
it.
for it. Yeah.
I'll look for it. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Sebastian.
Hi,
I'm
Sebastian.
from Orange County, New York.
Oh, great.
So one of the unintended effects of these games coming out is a community of people that take the games themselves. They break down the level design, they break down the coding, they break down just how exactly the game works.
Yeah.
And they use that knowledge to get to the end as fast as possible.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
is called the speedrunning community.
Oh, yes.
And yes, Super Mario 64, I checked, is currently the #1 game on speedrun.com.
Really?
And, obviously,
Yippee!
and Super Mario is the #1 series.
Yay.
So as an observer, as someone who's been a part of these games, what do you think of, this here they are, this community that you could never have imagined coming forth from these games?
It's absolutely staggering and amazing and marvelous and wonderful. I think it's just absolutely great. I love fan art. I love they make the videos and things, and when people get together, fan clubs and just that sort of speed running, the tournaments, I think that is just great, I think video games are so good for people. They've completely changed the industry, the entertainment industry, turned it on its head, It's really great. It's a way to play and interact with your friends and, do the various things through the history of video games from Atari all the way till now. The constant revolution, constant changing, and you just never know what's next. So I love it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm from Manassas, Virginia.
Hi.
And I just want to start by thanking you for being a part of Mario. Mario is actually the first game I've ever played, and ever since then I've been a gamer. I've been a gamer for basically like 22 years of my life. I just want to thank you.
Wow,
Mario
that's great.
64,
Thank you.
Galaxy, especially Odyssey recently, loved all of them.
Thank you
My
very
question
much.
for you is not something that requires a verbal response, so I just want you to be very careful with your response. If there is a Mario game coming out in the year 2020, just blink. Just blink. That's all you got to do, man. Just blink. Just blink.
I think there's always a game coming out,
All right, thank you.
You betcha. You betcha. There's always a game coming out. The creative teams never slow down. It's amazing. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Trace. I come from Gloucester, Virginia. What's your favorite game out of all the Mario games?
Wow, that's a tough question. That's a great one, though. I've done, I think, about 105, 107 games. I have a Guinness Book of World's Record of the most voices of a game. I don't know how you'd describe it, but doing Mario games. It's so great. And, I have loved the whole series. I love every Mario Kart. I love every Mario Party. I'm not very good at. I love the sandbox games like 64 and Odyssey because I'm not very good. But I can run around and grab things and throw my hat. That's the level of my talent. And I can always find out the princess is not in this castle. That's my expertise, and I love it because guys your age go, "Oh yeah, I finished Mario Odyssey 6 times." I'm like, "Oh." What happens?
I kind of like the old Marios better.
You can successfully go through any game,
I
right?
like retro games. Yeah.
That's so great. Thank you.
Thank you, Trace.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Hello, Mr. Mario. It's an honor.
Hi, thank you very much.
So, I and others have noticed that in certain Mario games, your voice seems a bit higher than others. Like Mario Kart 8, for example, it's a bit higher than, say, 3D World.
Yeah.
Why is that exactly? Does Nintendo sometimes say, okay, do it a little higher for this one, or does it just sort of happen?
You know, I go in, I've got a script, and every time I do the script, I do it exactly as it's written, and then I try to do as many variations as I can get in there before they say, stop talking. You know, literally, that's what the directors always go, no, we really have it. But I had this other day. Can I just try one more thing? No, we really, okay. And then I do it, and they go, oh, wait, let me try one more thing. Okay. And they let me do this until you know. We give variety, up, one, down, side, the side, down, the other, you know, etc. We just give variety. And what they choose, probably the producer, based on what he loves or what it is, that the level of energy that they like. But I don't know. The great thing for me is to be totally ignorant about just about everything. And I do one thing. I'm like a dog chasing a ball on the beach. I go get the ball and bring it back, and get the ball and bring it back, get the ball and bring it back, because that's what I know about the business. Get the ball and come back. You know?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and waggle your tail. Oh, wait, I can't help it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Willa.
Hi, Willa.
Thank you, real quick, for being such a big part of my childhood.
Oh,
really
thank you for.
kind of shaped my imagination with all of the 3D World games.
Thank you.
My question was, what is the weirdest thing that a fan has asked you to do?
There were 5 boys in Australia, and I read it at a game store like GameStop called Game, and we were in Melbourne, and we're rushing as fast as we can because we got there late because we had all this media stuff, and we were on the way to get the plane, and we were supposed to have 2 hours. We ended up with like 30 minutes, but a line that went all the way around the entire block, and we're like, the producer's like, come on quick, give the camera, give that person the camera, get there, come on, and just trying to move people through, and these 5 lads come up, and it's like, where's your thing to sign? Can you sign our foreheads? Sure. And I signed their foreheads. You just never expect that, really.
Yeah. Last year, there was, I met the voices of Peach and Bowser.
Oh, yes.
And they said that the weirdest thing was someone asked them to sign their baby.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get it tattooed on the baby, you're okay.
Yes.
It's like, oh, look at this, my name is right there. But as they get bigger, but that's not a good thing. That's so funny. Yeah, there it is.
But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever signed anything that was turned into a tattoo?
Yes, I've signed a lot of people's arms and legs that turned into tattoo. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's actually kind of fun to see it. Like the next day, it's like, it looks like it hurt, because when they get, it's like, ow. I'm too much of a coward to get a tattoo.
Hello.
Me
Hi.
too. So I have 2 questions for you.
Sure.
The first one is, have you voiced in any other Nintendo games in any other role other than the 4 brothers?
I did the first game I ever recorded for Nintendo was Super Punch-Out. Oh. And that was, in this corner, and I did like 14 of the characters and the referees and all these, all these guys. That was fun because we were doing CES in Chicago, and then they called me up. Hey, you want to do a game? I said sure. So they gave me a couple hours away from the studio, or from the convention, and I went and I just did those, and that was just totally fun. I do Mario, Wario, Luigi, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. I do Metal Mario and Wario in his different iterations. Baby Wario when he makes his little appearances. And in the Sunshine, I was the guy that, welcome to the Isle Delfino. Oh. Remember that? Yeah, that was so fun. And the they just got to let me play a lot. And then awesome. I guess I did Paarthurnax in Skyrim, and I did What brings you to the throat of the world? That was a fun one. And I think I've done about 150 other video games, but before Mario. Back in the day when it's like there was so little memory that you went like that, and that was your voice participation.
Yeah. So my second question
Yes.
is, Miyamoto has established that Mario's last name is Mario.
Yes.
So it's Mario Mario?
Yeah. It's a Mario, Luigi Mario, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi Mario, Mamma Mia Mario, Papa Mia Mario, Grandmama Mia Mario, Grandpapa Mario, etc. Yes.
So does that make Mario's mother named Mia Mario?
Mamma Mia Mario. I don't know. I said, it's my mama. Yeah, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Name is Cameron. I came from Boston, but before I ask my 2 questions.
Oh, I'm going to be in Boston later on this year. I'll see you up there.
Anime Boston?
Boston Comic-Con? Boston something? Or,
Oh. Well, I just wanted to first start off by thank you for voicing Mario. and
oh,
everyone
thanks.
else.
Believe me when I say, my pleasure. Thank you.
Let's go.
Right, that's very good.
That's very good.
That's great, man.
First of all, how does it feel voicing the most iconic video game character of all time?
It's so lovely. You know, it really is. You know, when I'm sitting there at my table signing autographs, and I'm just blissful when I see people that are happy, and it's like, oh, I've always wanted to meet you. I'm so honored by that. I'm so touched by that. It's really profoundly moving to me. Thank you.
And my last question was, are you an anime fan? And if so, what is your favorite?
You know, I was in a couple of animes. I like to look at them, but I don't. I have so little time in life that I don't like. My brother watches golf. I'm like, isn't that like 3 hours long or something? I just don't have the 3 hours to do it. So I don't jump into. I don't. In fact, we don't watch TV in my house at all. We have one, but it's never turned on. It's never been turned on. You know, and so I don't. I have a passion for learning, though, and I love to, if I like YouTube, to listen to people's. I love autobiographies. I read a lot of autobiographies. I read a lot about World War II, the rise of fascism and stuff of that nature. But I love autobiographies, and I love watching other actors talk about their acting that were 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 80 years ago. That's fascinating to me. So that's where my passion is there, and I do that. But I love when I see anime, and I love people's cosplays anime. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi. That is a great Luigi you got there.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Can you get up to the microphone, or do you need to take it off the thingy? You can if you want to, or just bend it down, or. Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, there you go. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Luigi number 1.
Hi, you got a question?
I have 2 questions for you.
Okie dokie.
All right.
So the first one is, what is your favorite Nintendo console?
My favorite Nintendo console. Well, you know, I love the Switch because I take it with me when I go out on the plane. I just absolutely love that. It's really fun. The Wii was something that just boggled my mind, though. That blew me away. And before that, the N64, absolutely, you know, changing everything from 3 dimensions into, from 2 dimensions into 1 dimension, where your character walked into the game. That to me is absolutely genius and marvelous fun. So as I've gone through, each time it's been one more amazing thing. So I can't wait to see what happens next. I guess you become the video game character, you know, or something. Yeah, what's your favorite?
I like the Nintendo Switch the best.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? What's your other question?
And my second question is, who is your favorite character to voice?
Who's my favorite character to voice? That's a great question. You know, I love Mario. You know, I created that when I did a game called Mario Teaches Typing. That was actually the first recording of like extended recording. And I had this marvelous opportunity in that session to make the decisions about what kind of person Mario would be. And I vividly remember, because you know when you try learning something, you're going to fail. You have to fail. So that pushes you to get better and better and better. And some of the dialogue, the way it was written, was like, oh, that wasn't very good, you know. No, that you didn't do it. That you're not successful. And I read it and I went, you know, can I just change this a little bit? Can I say, wow, that was great. Let's try it again. Wow, that was great. I bet you can do it even better. Let's do it again. To always be positive and to always be loving, always compassionate, always respectful. And that in that game, the genesis of the character really came to life for me. And I did a PR piece in French for a group, and they oftentimes in French you start with a negative. So this one was so interesting because they asked me a question. Hey, I understand your favorite food is pizza. No, that's wrong. I like pizza. I like spaghetti. But by then I had already determined after doing typing that I didn't want to say the word no as Mario, because everybody gets to hear no when you're a child. No, 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 no. I thought, no, I don't want to. No, I said I'm not going to do it. So I said, let me change that to yes, I love pizza, and my favorite is spaghetti meatballs, because to put that positive spin on everything creates a level of optimism, and and then when all of a sudden I'm doing it in the game, that level of optimism, it just comes through my body. That's because that's the decision emotionally and intellectually that I had made. So that's what's come to life. So when I'm doing that character, I am so full of joy and so full of happiness and having so much fun, But as a character, I'm much more Luigi. I'm much more shy, timid. I would, disappear behind this wall here. So it's an interesting dynamic. And I was also taller than my brother, and could jump farther, and had to run faster to get away from him through my childhood. So I am more Luigi, but I love doing Mario because I just love the love. Who's your favorite?
Luigi.
Luigi number one. Ho ho! Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for playing my game. I hope you're not scared of a ghost. Hi, I'm terrified. Hi.
Hi, before I ask you my question,
Yes?
I'm just going to say it's my first year here.
Uh-huh.
And my first convention.
Yay.
Yeah.
No, what is your favorite Nintendo character that's not Mario?
Oh, that's a great question.
Great question.
First of all, how about a great welcome for our friend? Welcome to the World of Conventions. We love you.
What?
I hope you come to lots of shows and you get lots of love and lots of joy and lots of fun and safe pleasure and joy with everybody, It's great. And I hope that you keep coming to lots of conventions and have lots of fun and, and dress up sometimes, because cosplay is really fun for people. And, I hope that you get the most out of it and enjoy every single one of them. And you asked me, what is my favorite character that's not Mario? I love Link, and I happen to love, right? I love Link. And I love Kirby, because I like the color pink. It's like, oh boy, it's Kirby. I love those guys. And yeah, what about you? Who's your favorite?
My favorite, other than Mario, is also Kirby.
Awesome, it's Kirby, yeah. Yay, yippee! And can you allow me to say, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, have fun.
Thank you.
And everybody, come by my table and say hi if you feel like it. You don't have to buy something, you just come and say hi and yippee! Hi.
Hi, I'm Luke.
Hi, Luke.
My question is, how long does it take you to voice each of your games?
Well, that's a great question. It depends from between like 4 hours and 5 sessions of 4 hours each one. Depending on the game and the platform and that sort of thing, and how many characters I'm doing. I always start with Mario because I want the freshness of the voice to go into a true, woohoo! It has to be, alive and vibrant. Luigi is more easy because it's more, nose and it's easier. It's not straining the vocal folds as much. And then I do Waluigi and the babies, and last I do Wario because have a rotten day. That's always in the throat, so I'm always tired the next day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, my name is John.
Hi, John.
So, do you like doing voices for the more like linear 2D games, or for the more open world ones like Odyssey?
That's a great question. I love doing every voice. I do Mario's voice in my sleep. I dream flying. I fly a lot, So that, Galaxy 2 where he's going like that, that's very much my dreams right there, And I've flown into outer space and around oftentimes around lakes in the evening, sort of golden time. So I forgot what you asked me, because now I'm sitting there thinking, I wonder if I'm going to dream that tonight. What did you ask me?
I said, do you like voicing ones for more 2D?
Oh, yes, 2D or 3D. I love everything. If they call me up and they say, hey, we want you to do the Mario's voice, I'll go, woohoo, before they finish what they're saying. Because I don't care. I'm going to have a great time no matter what. It means it's an invitation to come into my sandbox and play with new toys, because we got new toys for you to play with. It's like, yahoo! I'm there. I just can't, I can't wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. You look great, by the way.
This is my second. This is my second year, but it's the only year I remember.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Because I was a baby back then.
Yeah.
So I have two questions. My first question is: if Nintendo launched another of the four brothers, would you voice it?
Oh, that's a great question. I sure hope so. I would be absolutely honored and make it an absolute joy to do that. They've given me so many gifts. I never expected anymore because they've just given me so many gifts. But I would love to play any character. Any opportunity to play in Nintendo's world is a joy for me. Yeah. Hey, did you know they're building theme parks? They're building Super Nintendo World theme parks. There'll be one in Orlando. I think I don't know where, but I've heard that they're building these parks. Maybe Orlando, maybe Southern California. So maybe I'll see you in a park one day.
My second question is, what would it sound like if there was a fourth brother?
Oh, well, maybe it sounds a little bit like that. I don't know. Or maybe a little bit like Mario. I don't know. Metal Mario I put down here. So I don't know. I'd have to see the character and be told with who he is. Because when I hear like Waluigi is like he's a mischievous sort of feels sorry for himself and likes to cheat, and he's like big and tall, and I see the arms right now. Yeah, I'm always in a grand, yeah. So the voice comes to me there, whereas if I can't just go think, oh, okay, what would he sound like? But as soon as I see him, I'll be able to tell you, because, I look at the Wario, and he's like, yeah, that I learned from watching it. Like, if you're an actor, you go to audition, and they oftentimes, luckily with the script you're going to read, you see the character, So somebody with beady eyes make me sound like this, little beady eyes. Maybe with the guy with the big jaw sounds like that, So that you get the ideas from looking at the thing, and then it's just play. Then it's just run and catch the ball. By the way, I love your Mario outfit, and I love that other young man's Luigi outfit. You guys look so great. Thank you for dressing up. And thank you for your question. Can I tell you, I'm always going to remember what you said, that it's your second time, but it's the first one that you can remember, because the first one is the baby. That is so lovely. Thank you. And thank you for coming.
Hello.
That's so great.
Hello, I'm
Hi.
Trenton.
Hi, Trenton.
So, my question is, Mario has a lot of very iconic catchphrases, like, it's me, Mario.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite of so many of his iconic catchphrases?
Do you know, I love "You number one" because it accomplishes exactly what I want in the character, to always be kind and to say something good about people. Because when I say it, and that's what I write down on almost all my autographs, it's because I want people to look at that and know that Mario knows that you're number one. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like the heart is so beautiful of that character. I want that to be expressed all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Edward, and I'm just wondering, what's a typical day like doing Mario, and how Nintendo gives you directions on how to play the character?
Well, my favorite days are the days when I wake up in the morning at the hotel, have a little bite to eat for breakfast, get a car, go to the studio, and then there's like sushi waiting there, and then we eat sushi until I can barely waddle into the studio and squeeze myself through the door, and then we, have a script, and we record the script the first run through, I do like 3 takes, doing it exactly as it's written, and then I start playing a bigger, broader improvisation, and if I know I'm going to go back to things, I write down my ideas for things and different sounds, so that every time there's a game, there can be little variances that you would never know or expect or even perceive that are there. That's my day, and it's 4 hours of that, and then I finish that, and I go take a walk. If I record in Seattle, I love to go down to the market there. What's it? Pike's Place? Yeah, Pike Place Market. Yeah, love to go down there. I buy oysters and then I borrow a shucking knife and I shuck them and look over at the water as the sun sets.
Oh wow.
That's my day.
That's very deep.
It's great, man. It's
and the
great.
last thing is, the first time I heard your voice was on the computer when you voiced Mario playing poker and the different board games.
Oh my goodness, yes, that was many moons ago.
How did you record for the computer games, and what kind of direction and lines did they give you for that one?
I went into the studio. It was called Music Annex at the time. Now it's called Polarity Post. And they gave me the script, which they probably faxed down because that was before emails, and the facsimile machine was, and then I just read the script and did it just like that. Or else I flew somewhere to do it. They used to fly me around because you can't be separated from the person that's doing the job. Well, that's so funny. That game came out in floppies. A floppy is the old disc that you stuck in the computer. It's so funny.
Yeah, our school got a free copy of it. For elementary
great.
School when they did it, so.
Oh, that's great. Yay, thank you.
All right, so I'm going to be the bad guy here. I'll let you know we have 5 more minutes.
5 minutes. I'll be fast to answer. Oh, my.
All right,
okay.
so we're going to try to get through as many as we can. How
Okay.
you doing?
Hi, my name is Connor, and
Hi, Connor.
as a fellow voice actor, I always love to ask this question. What is the weirdest thing that happened in the booth, Mario or otherwise?
Nothing weird has ever happened to me in the booth. I've had many, many comedy laughs, but I can't remember what they were. Just having a wonderful time. Nothing bizarre has ever happened. Really, nothing. I hit my head on the microphone a couple of times as Luigi, which I think is funny because Luigi, I don't like this, and I go, I bumped my head. Because, of course, when you do that, it's like...
Ruin take.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello, my name is Mark. I'm from Leesburg, Virginia.
Hi.
First of all, Mr. Martinet, it is such an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Sorry, let me adjust this. I have been a fan of yours for years. You have helped me through so much. On me and behalf of all my friends, I'd like to thank you for voicing Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, all of them. Seriously.
Thank you very much.
Just
Thank
amazing
you.
of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
My first question is this mic up here. You have to obviously get calls to do voice clips and everything. Do you get notified about a Mario game like before it gets announced so you can like record the voice clips? Like, don't you have to know in advance?
Yes, we do that. Yeah. I've recorded games between 2 weeks before launch and 2 years before launch. So it depends on the game and the producer.
Right, nice. Second question. What are your thoughts on our boy Waluigi getting his own game?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
All right, final question. This is the one.
Let's get through some.
We have just a couple of...
All right, I'll be very quick. What are your thoughts, as a huge fan of Galaxy games, what is your thoughts on the possibility of Super Mario Galaxy 3?
Well, I'd love it, of course. I love that game. It'd be fabulous.
That is
Thank
excellent.
you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So much, Mr. Martinet.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I have one question for you. What is your favorite Luigi quote?
Luigi #1. Ho ho.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm a little bit nervous. My question is, out of all the Mario costumes you've seen out there, which one is your favorite by far?
Do you know, I love that getting married in the white tuxedo thing. I think that's like yeah, styling now. Love it. Thank you. Hi.
God, I just tripped with that. Sorry. I'm a huge fan. I just want to say hi and I love you, but I had one really important question.
Sure.
So we know you love Mario.
Yeah.
Like the whole franchise, but what is your favorite Nintendo game in general?
Oh boy! You mean in general? I think Odyssey right now is my favorite. But Mario 64 is the one that recording session was. All these things that I'd improvised for 5 years were suddenly in the studio. Okay, now do this and have it recorded for history. So that was amazing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, nice hat, bro.
Thank you. So, in Mario 64, when you're fighting Bowser, when Mario spins around and throw Bowser, what does he say?
I thought it was, of course, we did like 90 takes. I thought it was like, so long, King Bowser. But I think as I listened to it, it's like, so long, Bowser.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm all right. So earlier you mentioned playing Paarthurnax in
Yes.
Skyrim, and one of the things I like about that character is he has kind of this deep backstory that Mario and Luigi and those characters don't really have. So I want to ask, as a voice actor, do you enjoy playing those sort of complex, deep lore characters as opposed to these more simple characters like Mario?
I love everything. Voice acting to me is just pure fun. Play in the sandbox, here's a toy. You know, it's just the greatest. I love it. It's like riding a new bicycle. It's like, yay, I have a shiny bicycle. It's just fun.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, we are out of time. I know you.
Oh, come on. We can do really, really fast, can't we?
Yeah, we can do it. All right,
Really, really
fast?
fast.
All
Really,
right.
really fast. Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
I was.
Go ahead. That's okay. Take your time.
So in the Super Mario Maker game series 1 and 2, you're able to make your own Mario levels. Have you ever done that?
Yes, I have, and I was there in London when they did the launch, and these guys made levels. They were so hard. They had like 30 people, and they had to pass the controller down and after one obstacle to get through, and then you fail 3 times, then you hand the controller over to the next thing. And it took like 8 people to get through the first obstacle that this guy had created. So yes, it's unbelievable. What a game.
And I have another question.
Sure.
Have you ever met the Sonic the Hedgehog voice actor?
Yes, I have. Nice guy. Well, there have been 2 or 3 now, but yeah, great people. Great people. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Martinet. So I've heard that you've been in movies before voice acting for Mario.
Yes.
Have you been in any movies after?
Nope. You know, my life is so full of joy and happiness and fun. I live in Europe part of the year. I travel 12 months a year. 5 years I didn't have a home. I just traveled. So I just, there's no way for me to do an audition, a callback, meet the director for a second callback, and then go to a costume fitting and then do a job. I just don't have the time. Unless somebody said, hey, here's some money, come and play. Then I, of course, oh, look, a new sandbox. Thank you.
Thank you.
But I'd be happy to do more if they'd ask.
All right, last
Hi there.
question.
Hey, wow.
Hi, you
No
look
pressure.
so great.
I've been following you around all day, honestly. Really big fan.
Thank you.
So you talked a lot about positive thought, and I really love everything you said. What's something that you do every day to keep yourself feeling positive?
Great question.
Gratitude. Gratitude is a generating energy. The more you have gratitude, the more you have to be grateful for. And so I practice gratitude every day and thanks, because what a beautiful gift life is, just beautiful. And we all go through the ups and downs. Everybody experiences loss in different ways, and it's what makes me know that all of humanity is really one. That their race is just a different skin tone, that different languages, different, every mother weeps, and every, so humanity is one. That it's always trying to refine my understanding of the beauty of humanity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.